It's a little after 8 o'clock. Got a little bit of a cluster over here this morning. This is what it looked like when we were closing up yesterday. We had an extremely busy day. Multiple customers leaving with their new trucks. Several trucks getting prepared to ship. We could barely get stuff pulled in to get the gate closed at the end of the day. But we got a great square body video for you today. We got some cool square bodies to bring you. Before that though, and I'm gonna go around each one of them. Some of them are great, some of them are average, some of them are projects. We have one of our contractors slash employees slash friend slash customer lose their house and all their belongings in a fire last night. My man William that does our wheel polishing, that actually takes the Davis off-road wheel from a dull built wheel off the mill to that high polish. He also does all of our tractor trailer wheels. Literally had him scheduled to come over and do 4 basically show trucks. And he got a call. He was out of town. His wife and his kids escaped the fire, their animals, but he lost everything. So I don't know how we can help or what we can do to help, but we're going to figure something out, and we will let you guys know what we can do, how we can do it. And this man works his heart and soul into making things look perfect. He takes a set of wheels from dull and polishes them out to look like chrome. When he leaves my place, he's dark. He is covered from head to toe. He brings his son to help him work during the summer. He is one of the hardest working dudes that I know, and selfless. Anything I ask, if I said, William, I know it's stupid, but I want you to polish this prop, he doesn't even ask why. He does it. And all my guys are amazing. Every single one of my crew is great. And we would do anything for any of them. But this is an unfortunate situation that's happened, and we need to figure out some way to help him. It's kind of new, it's kind of fresh, but we're going to somehow figure out a way. We'll put it in our link. We'll definitely put it in all of our socials, and we're going to do everything we can to get this family back on their feet, because he is the food provider for this family, the sole provider, and we got to figure something out. So on to some good stuff. We walked past a couple already. Crew Cab 3+3 square body. As you can see, has one of my favorites in the back. Suzuki 185. That's actually in great shape and very original. So I was tickled that we were able to pick that up. Found that down in Carolina, which was not too far from where this truck came from. So it worked out ideal to scoop it up. And the man was nice enough to hold it. I promised him we were coming. I shot him a deposit. And sure enough, a couple weeks later, we were able to pick it up. I love that little bike. That was the second type four-wheeler that I ever had, was this exact 185 Suzuki. And other than a little spot in the seat, this thing is pretty freaking minty condition and original tires, which is awesome. But it's in the back of a 3+3 that was actually a military-owned 3+3 truck. Now it is, I don't know which way we're going with it. I was not even going to show you guys until we actually did a lot to it. But it needs some love. It needs all the creature comforts that we're used to doing. The cab lights have been sprayed white. They need to be changed out. The antenna's missing in the fender because it has a newer style fender, whereas the windshield had the antenna for most of these. The paint is acceptable, but it needs buffing and wet sanding. And the guy was very honest with me. This is a less expensive 3+3. He actually saw the blue and white 3+3 round eye truck that we had years ago, or 2 years ago, I guess now, and said, when he was painting this truck, he emulated that. Now, the cool part is he did do a great job on the interior. One less thing we have to worry about. It's already got door panels. It's already got stereo. It's already got the diamond seats in it. The dash looks good. The dash pad looks good. So, but this was a true military truck, and the reason that I bought this truck was the bones are solid as a rock. Now, I'll show you guys that in a different video. We're going to run through these trucks today, so I'm not going to stop on this particular one. But the underside of this truck is as solid as you could ask for. Zero rust at all. I believe this was Air Force, if I remember him telling me that correctly. But it needs the punch list. It needs the stuff done. Somebody could buy it and enjoy it as a 3+3 right now because there's nothing wrong with it. It just, as I told that guy, I said, we're going to carry it further. We're going to do something different with it. We're probably going to do our lift kit setup. But at the same time, it is a cool 3+3 that runs, drives, and operates. 30 series, 1 ton, and it's a diesel. Even better. Blazer will go up for sale today. Went over it. Everything's been shook down. All the little punch list items have been gone over. That truck has just had $35,000, maybe even $40,000 spent on it in the last less than a year. Tires, Davis off-road wheels, lift kit, all the good upgrades to the lift kit, stainless headers, stainless exhaust, Fox shocks, braided brake hoses, crossover steering, track bar, transmission rebuilt, fuel injection system added, stereo added. It's got the sliding back windows that are dark, Davis off-road power steps. A ton of stuff done on this truck by one of our great customers. AC, and AC works. And AJ, you drove this back, right? 40 minutes back in this truck. AJ drove it from the previous owner's house, dropping off. Well, we hadn't even dropped off his new truck. He rode back with him. He rode back with him. He actually traded 2 trucks in for the new truck that he got, and he is the proud owner of the red show truck square body long bed. Full video of this one very soon. Believe it or not, this is the big 44-inch tire regular cab short bed truck that everybody and their brother wanted, but it was just too big. This customer flew in. He actually purchased this for his boss and had us do a custom build change. I guess the easiest way to put it. He needed it more moderate. He said his boss is a short little fellow, but it had all the checklist items of what he wanted. 1 ton, LS swap, 4L80, but it was on 44s and 16-inch lift. It was too freaking big. Nobody could see past that. We could. He could, because now it is a practical size, short bed, LS swap, 1 ton conversion truck with a 4L80E with cold air condition, vintage air. But it's on Fox shocks now. We're getting ready to blast the undercarriage. So next time you guys see this, it's going to have a super clean undercarriage. Very small spring in the front to keep it riding extremely soft. Proper functional drive shafts. Power steps. Crossover steering. Track bar. All Davis off-road components. Put it on a 17-inch wheel. 37-inch tire. And this thing feels good on the road. It is soft. A lot of people ask about how to make a truck ride softer. This truck right here rides so soft, it's silly. But it rides great. Looks good now, very practical. He should be able to climb right in and out of it with no problem whatsoever. Still a 1 ton, still an LS swap, still a freaking cool truck, dark windows, but totally different. When we do the video, we'll do the before and after because you guys will not believe it's the same truck. Nobody has seen this one yet other than the little teaser clip yesterday. If you're not watching this on YouTube, you probably didn't see it at all. 87, Scottsdale 30, factory 1 ton. These 2 trucks beside each other came from a private collection, which we have been getting several trucks from recently. They're changing up, going to a lot of classic cars, Corvettes. Some of these trucks have been in that collection 20 and 30 years. I don't know on these particular ones how long they've had them, but it's been a while. Both of them are on our favorite Miggy T's, Miggy Thompsons, that you can't get any longer. They're stretched out on some 16 wide and 18 wide wheels. I'll get you all the exact specs of these trucks. I know a lot of you guys were waiting. A lot of you guys text, emailed, and commented to please update on these trucks as soon as you could get it. These are both going to be on the higher end, price-wise, and rightly so. They're jet black. They're clean. They're 87s. They're fuel injected. Of course, the 1 ton truck is going to be, really up there because it's an 87 1 ton. And I had to pay crazy premium money to get these trucks, obviously. But a loaded interior, power windows, power door locks, tilt cruise, still got the factory radio, dome light works, got to be switched over LED, switch, we'll get it. David will be on it this morning, but I mean, just look at the trucks, guys. Everything's working right. Speakers behind the seat, plastic there. These are very low mileage trucks. I need to pull the titles to tell you for sure, but I think one of them's 40,000 and one of them's 80,000. This one's showing 45,000, so I guess this is the 40,000. I think that's the 80,000. But once we get them checked in, I'll get you that information. Now, these do not have, these are lifted. They don't have the steering. They don't have the track bar. They don't have the upgrades that we're used to doing on these quite yet. They do have diff covers. They do have a lot of dress-up items. They do have a decent lift kit. Both of them actually have rear springs. A lot of times this particular family, because of the fact that they don't put these trucks out on the road, do a block in the back and a spring, literally just to park them in their garage. These have a little bit more lift kit than normal. This one I looked over pretty closely this morning. It does have upgraded headers. It does have, both of them are still fuel injected. That has not been removed. They both could definitely steer better with crossover and track bar. This one is also a loaded interior, vinyl seat, carpet, power window, power door lock, tilt cruise, factory radio truck with AC. Haven't tried it. Did you try them yet? No. So AJ hadn't even been in these yet, actually. We unloaded them late yesterday. Still got door stickers on them, yeah. I think both of these trucks have had a single repaint. Once we get them indoors, oh, look in the bed. Beautiful. Freaking nice. Painted on letters like they're supposed to be. Smoothie bumper. I think David just pulled up, so we've got to move some of this stuff around. But I think both of these have had a repaint. But you have to look at them closely to determine that, because they do not have any signs of it. So whoever did it did a freaking good job. But once we get them inside and out of this crazy sun, we can tell you a little bit better. Then in the background, one of our excellent customers, this truck, he requested us to pull the motor, sandblast the firewall, add vintage air conditioning, and paint everything while it was apart on the firewall. And the finishing steps of that are happening right now. We've actually had to move it like 4 times to get that done. 1, to get the AC system. 2, to get it soda blasted. We used soda under the hood. That worked really well because it had all the factory gunk on the firewall that they're used to having. So we got as much of that smoothed off as possible. And then had to move it to have it primed, and then had to move it to have it painted. So a lot of moves with this truck, but thankfully we were able to shave a few of those down by overlapping, thanks to Junior. So lots of steps involved with that. And speaking of steps, it also has the Davis off-road steps. They're currently down because the battery's unhooked, so you can get in and out of it very easy. While it's up on here, you can also see it has the Davis off-road steering and track bar. Dang, we seem like a super commercial for that, don't we? It also has double shocks. It has the DOR wheels, double shocks, the greasable fittings and bushings, double shocks in the back. They're V'd out in the back, which looks really cool. You can see that really good on here. All spring. So for size, guys, looking at this video, 8-inch kit, 35s, 16 wide wheels. And this is a factory 1-ton truck also. Pretty cool. Hidden in the back, we skipped right by that. This blue truck, we finally got it back on tires and wheels. Alvin's going to get it cleaned up today. But it is on 40s with 12 wide Mickey Thompsons, and they fit it very nicely. This truck was on a 38. We went with the 40s. We also pulled the full rear differential apart, found out it was a spool in the back end. That's why it barked the tire. Yeah, they're nasty dirty. We got to get that cleaned up. This will look good in about an hour. Found out it had a spool in the back, which rightly so. It had good power, but it would bark the tire. It was obnoxious to move it around in the building. Wasn't so bad driving it, but the spool has been removed. The man came, set the rear end up, did everything like it was supposed to be done. So that truck is very much drivable now. Daniel said amazing difference when he drove it back. Nice, well-built small block in that truck. So that's going to make somebody a good one. Also has a locked door. Power steps, track bar, crossover steering. You'll see the general trend that we're trying to get them all to the right package. Now again, that package adds up, that's David's tag, Adds up fast because each part of that is an expensive piece, but makes the truck usable, practical, and functional. This truck we got to get pictures of today, AJ, so we can finalize everything. Customer's been very patiently waiting, working with his insurance company. Had to have photos for an appraisal. This truck, customer has decided, is going on 12 inches, Davis off-road wheels, steering and track bar. I had to look at the punch list. I don't remember if he decided on steps or not. He wanted to change out the steering wheel. That came in yesterday. We'll be changing the steering wheel out. Big block, 87, K30, factory 1 ton also. And super duper freaking clean underneath. So that truck's gonna look great when that frame is up here staring at you and you can see your reflection in it. So that's gonna be pretty cool as well. Don't want to forget our equipment and other things, which is obviously the bread and butter. A lot of people think, oh my gosh, these guys are killing it with Squarebodies. Well, we're killing ourselves with Squarebodies because that's, well, there you go. There's our rental truck that we can't even rent currently because it's got stuff on the bed that we have to unload and we have nowhere to unload it. So we are literally killing ourselves with Squarebodies to make our Squarebody customers happy. They don't make the bank account super duper happy. Equipment does, box trucks do, crane trucks do, material handling trucks do, tow trucks do. So we gotta get things organized. It is an absolute cluster. We can't even pull in here. Employees are getting ready to get here. I just saw Alvin over. Red crew cab truck getting ready to, while we're running through these. And I'm sorry guys if I'm a little scatterbrained. Oh, the shirt. Merchandise. Please buy the merchandise. We got a bunch of it getting ready to ship out across the street. Christian's desk is a mess. The 9-wheeler. You guys haven't seen that, watch that video. It's funny. Crew cab truck is sold. Crew cab truck has a cool build process ahead of it. We're finalizing some things with the customer now. And with that, we will keep you guys updated on this build process because he is a great customer. He has a great idea of what he wants to do. And we are thrilled to be able to continue doing it. Tractors, Can-Am for sale. Tires over there for sale. Wheels in the background for sale. That stuff needs to freaking go. Little four-wheeler we need to get running. It was actually given to me by one of our followers. And he knew how, well, had to give him $100. I think he needed $100 so his wife didn't get mad at him. So $100, but he was thrilled for us to get it. And we're gonna get it running. Really, really neat customer. Matter of fact, bringing his truck in for some cool stuff soon. Bought his wife a Tahoe from us. Let's look in the Squarebody building since we're out. Oh, the Blazer. Yeah, the Blazer came down off the rack. Ben Pack came in and got all the racks going. Finally finished all of our racks for us. The Blazer's out here naked, no top. I guess it's headed to a topless beach. Okay, cool. Got to get the carburetor. Got to get the carburetor straight on that from sitting. Cool Blazer though. Full top Blazer. You don't see those very often. And we do have the top. It is sitting over here. Run out of buildings, run out of ground, run out of space. Red Squarebody we debuted to you guys yesterday did sell to the customer that was watching for the video. He is supposed to wire his funds this morning. Project Test Vehicle 1.0, getting a few little things finished, and then that truck's ready to go back home to the customer. Prowler with 600 miles. Battery was dead, believe it or not. We got to drive that some. Squarebody 2-wheel drive Suburban, one of the only 2-wheel drives we currently have. Up the street, we've got, I think we got 14 vehicles up the street at express service area between wreckers and rollbacks and tow trucks and square bodies. I know we've got 3 over in Colonial Heights at that service center. Brian and Daniel have, shucks, another 6 or 8 that they're finishing up. And we have 0 extra room in here. This big blue truck has not gone online yet. If you guys are interested, whether it be just like it is, lifted more, lowered, changed, Don't know exactly what we're going to do, but that truck has changed hands now through 3 or 4 different customers that have all reached out. Every one of them guys are cool freaking guys that love the truck, but they're just like anybody. They swap, change. We passed the gray Suburban. Brown Bear over here, not for sale, just to clarify to you guys. $49,900 on this blue step side. Roughly somewhere in that price range on that one as it sits with no changes. But again, it depends on what we do to it, but somewhere in that 49 range. Big block, fresh with like 100 miles, bird and bug crap all over it. A lot of you guys have seen this truck around the show scene. A lot of you guys have seen this truck on social media. There's a pretty viral picture of it sitting in front of a Chevrolet dealer with the blue Chevy sign in the background. Amazing picture. I wish I could find it. I'd use it as the cover picture for this truck. But seeing this truck in person does way more justice for it because the paint is incredibly nice. The chassis is good. Daniel stopped by to pick up some parts, and he was rolling around looking underneath of it. Truck's got some good components and very old school look. The KC lights up on the top, the roll bar. And as bad as I hate to say it, I think Bidzilla, just because of the fact we don't have room now that Brown Bear's completed to keep it. So I think Bidzilla will go up for sale. Bidzilla is basically a 10-foot bed, Caterpillar diesel, 1-ton dually stretch California truck that actually now is a pretty freaking good truck. Starts, runs, does everything it's supposed to do, does a nasty burnout. We haven't captured near the content we wanted to capture with it, but it's been a fun truck. And before I put it officially for sale, if it's one of our viewers that wants the truck, probably somewhere just shy of 20 grand would buy this truck. And you could lift it, you could 4x4 swap it. We had a lot of cool plans for it. But currently, Grimace, the 10-door Suburban, Brown Bear, and our SEMA build are staying for life. They will not leave here. So space-wise, the area that we have for them is taken up. I don't want to boot that outside. I don't want to see it go downhill. It's not a perfect truck already, but that truck is kind of on the chopping block. Old girl. But we put fresh battery in it. It will fire right up. It does run good. I think the AC even works. We bought it in the winter, and it got tucked away. But I do think the AC works. And we have said we're going to get this tan truck out and do some content with it before we sell it, and we're going to plan on doing that today. That's the 19,000-mile truck. A bunch of you guys have asked about it recently. After we do the content, I will also let that go. Again, Brown Bear has kind of taken the place now of the ultimate square body completion project because we can carry the family. We can't fit in a single cab as bad as I'd like to keep them. So that's why the trend is these big, crazy trucks. So the Suburban, Grimace, that will never go. What else you got? Huh? Oh, yeah, red GMC, the auction Nightmare truck. Will be going up for sale, $29,900. Short bid, 87 GMC. I'll show you the checklist of all the stuff we've done because I can't even remember off the top of my head now. And we'll figure it out. But that's going to be the price point on that one. It does need to go. Again, we do need the space. And if you don't want a red one, we have a black one. And if you don't want an expensive one, we do have the 80. She's rusty. She runs and drives. It's destined for a lift kit and a beach truck, but it is an 80. Still got the factory metal lenses, square headlight. So I'm sure there's a couple others buried in here that we forgot about. But it's getting hot, guys. AJ's will get a thumbnail. We got to get things started. I got to get to some messages. I've already had some people reach out asking how they can help out with our boy William that lost his house. So that's going to be the importance of the day, trying to help that man out, get his feet back on the ground, and get his life back together, because that is devastating. Thanks, guys. We'll cut it here. We got a lot more for you today. Thanks a lot.